What's going on, guys? Rockleeac here. Happy New Year's to you guys. It is 2019. I'm here with a brand new deck profile, some new footage for you guys. Thank you all for your patience since my last video. Had a great Christmas, had a great New Year, and I'm definitely looking forward to what this year brings. Um, so I just want to bring you guys a deck profile that I actually piloted at our last local. It went undefeated, 3-0, and another 2-0 were just casuals at that same day. And it was like an 8-man tournament, so nothing too crazy, nothing to brag about. But just wanted to give you guys, some material that you guys could look over for the upcoming sets that we're gonna be having. That's releasing by Bandai pretty soon. Clash of Fates, and then Set 6, and all those promo cards that are coming out. So the deck profile that I'm bringing today is Baby Vegeta. Nothing new for the past month or so. This leader has been out for about a month and a half or two. I actually played this leader. It's one of the first leaders that I played from the draft box, and I've done consistently well on it. It has won a couple locals, and I decided to bring it back about a month later, updating it with some like random spice and everything. The local that I played at did a best of one, so this is definitely for like a best of one list. There are a couple cards that I would change. It was mostly there for the surprise factor, for certain cards. But basically, Baby Vegeta is going to be a huge deck, a huge force in the meta. Upcoming February, I think, is when they release the promos. There's some crazy stuff that supports the Baby engine, and that's when I think it'll really set off. So this is the deck. It doesn't run the Baby engine, the one drop and the machine mutant stuff. I decided to go a little bit more of a traditional red build, which you could see, and it does fairly well. So for my matchups for the day, I played against U7 Frieza. That was a very classic, reminiscent match from like the last meta from like 2 months ago. Basically, I put a lot of pressure early game with like double strike Champas, Mass Saiyan, using Vegeta's power to pop certain cards like the Goku Surge or the Roshis for negates. And then towards the very end, he did have a Victory Strike in his hand, but I finished him off the turn before he was able to play it. I ran Gotenks, which is that spicy turn 5 set 1 card that nobody plays. But it was hilarious because I was able to get some 15k attackers to swing on for double strike to go for game. Second match was against Mono Blue Hercule, so another leader that we haven't seen in a while. But it's a typical draw Hercule. You usually don't want to attack to give him cards, so I was just taking the damage, trying to defend, so that my late game, I know I have a better mid game, late game than the Hercule deck, so that's pretty much how I survived. Used some foreseeing hits, and yeah, he wasn't able to finish me off. And then the third round was blue yellow Hirudegarn. So usually our meta is pretty diverse, but I guess I played like a November December meta. So blue yellow Hirudegarn. I just defended myself. I never used Vegeta's power. Maybe one time just to kill off something on the board. I think like either the Bardock or Goten, and then comboed. But other than that, it was all defending. Made it to turn 4, turn 5, Foreseeing hit into Mira. Overwhelm pretty much sealed the game. So it was all my matches were very close. It's tough going against these certain decks, but I was able to pilot my way through, and I ended up winning 4 booster packs and the deck box. And in one of those booster packs, I actually pulled an SCR. Miraculous Fighter SS3 Gogeta. So that was insane. Did not expect that. I was just joking around. Actually, we had a couple people who pulled some SPRs in those boxes. So shout outs to Gurney Gaming Goat holding it down. They're located in Gurney, Illinois. For those who are around the area, they'll be hosting those crazy February tournaments on Thursdays. So hope to see you guys there. Anyways, let's just go ahead quickly go with the deck. Again, like I said, we got the Vegeta baby. When this card attacks a leader card, draw a card. Activate main once per turn. Choose one card in your life. Add it to your hand. Choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards. It loses 5k for the duration of the turn. So that's very helpful. Blockers, 5k, any put in place stuff. And then when my life is 4 less, I could flip it over and untap 2 energy. Goes into this really crazy looking Majin Vegeta baby. When this card attacks, draw a card. Activate main, choose one of your battle cards, it gains 15k power for the duration turn, and then I could choose up to 2 of your opponent's battle cards, and they lose 10k power for the duration of the turn. This effect helped a couple times, especially against the Hercule matchup where they have a big board. I was able to swing with Foreseeing Hit, who was 20k, and then activate main, make him minus 5k since I'm not going to use him anymore, and then I neg 10 on like their announcers and whatnot on the board, so send that to drop area. So very, very powerful effect, and it's one of the reasons why I think this deck can hold against like a lot of the meta, because it has natural board clear with this card alone, on top of, you know, what other red cards that complement him. So let's go ahead with the defense cards. Unending Awakening is pretty much like a pseudo Sensubi negate. Negate the attack, gains plus 5k for the duration turn. Amazing card. This is awesome against Storm. Just being able to put that 5k was very strong. I also ran Afterimage Technique. This card is very, very good. It does a lot for the card. If your leader card is red, choose up to one of your cards and it gains plus 40k power for the duration of the battle. Then choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards and it loses 10k for the duration of the turn. So against like Storm, against decks that have multiple battle cards, you could negate their leader attack and then neg 10k for one of their battle cards so they can't combo with it or they can't use it next turn. It's very good for like early game. And then even for sparking, again, it's a nice ability to be able to play this essentially for free by taking a life, just like all the new cards with sparking. Super combo. I'm playing around with super combos, but right now I'm using Sideline with Bulma. You always get that extra 10k. When your life is 4 or less, draw a card. Next, I ran 3 double shot Super Saiyan Vegeta. It was just a good card. I needed cards to put in play so that I could neg my cards, so that I could neg my opponent's cards. But it was just a nice little body, just for extra attacks. If I have a couple of these out, use stuff like Fearless Pan for double strike. It just only makes it a lot more aggro. Probably one of the best cards in the game, Revenge Death Ball. This card is amazing. It's a beautiful card. Got it in full, baby. Gotta get it in foil. If your leader card is red, baby, it gains plus 10k for the duration of the turn, or duration of the battle, sorry. Then choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards, and it loses 15k for the duration of the turn. So if they're swinging 15k prior to the combo step, they're done. It's over. It's happened a couple times. And then also, it was a good backup plan in case my opponent was able to drop like Victory Strike. If he used like 2 or 3 of these, it really could just like kill their big bombs. So Reg Death Ball, during certain situations, I would use this just to pop cards, and it was just so good. Like it was much better than like a combo card, because you're getting plus 10k too if they're attacking you, and you're minusing 15k. So it's just so strong. Next, I played 2 Vow Revenge. 2 Vow Revenge was more just like a tech, in case there's stuff that builds a board. Like, again, any of the World Tournament decks, which is Hercule that I played against. Anybody that puts in play those free 10Ks, which the Hercule did play as well. So just being able to pop stuff, for 0 cost, a minus 15k is just so strong. I teched in one of the double strikes. It was just there for surprise factor. Usually use it with like Mira. And then 1 Plan M2. I'm already minusing stuff, so I didn't really need it, but it does help if you open up with it and you put a lot of pressure on your opponent. Next, the Trunks package. 4 intensifying power Trunks. You need that crit. You need to be able to get that card advantage over your opponent, because there's a lot of decks that could just like ruin you with card advantage, especially like Shenron, or decks that just build a lot of hand, like I said, like Hercule. Chain attack Trunks. Not running the reset with Zeno because I felt like I could do a lot more offensive damage with the package that I'm running, which is more chain attack into Pan. So the main idea is just like a lot of other red decks, is chain attack into double strike pan, so you can apply a lot of pressure. If you don't finish off, you have a couple late game bombs. So it's nothing too strategically. It's nothing too intense or anything crazy. 2 Dark Power Black Mass Saiyan main board because since this is best of 1. I wasn't sure if anybody's playing any Shenron, but it's mostly for the Child Wish stuff or put and play things. Didn't really help for that. Nobody played Shenron, but it did help for like that early aggression. So when you swing, get that extra 15k. So that did help against like U7 Frieza, just being able to attack and swing. Is very good. And then I had 1 Kaba double strike. I might actually bump this up to 2, depending. I do like a lot of the aggressiveness that the double strike brings. So your opponent's already like some of your opponents are already self-awakening. Again, with double strike Kaba or crit Trunks, I mean, you're gonna put a lot of pressure early game, which is what you want. No 2 drops. I use it for other drops or for negates or for Vegeta put in play. I run 2 of the burst attacks on Gohan. That's just a good card in case somebody Gogeta's you or Cell Chains you or something with hand destruction. You're able to recover with that, and it has crit. This is another tech card that I like, Impeccable Super Saiyan Kaba. It's a 15k beater. It could attack battle cards in active mode, and at the same time, your opponent cannot activate counter against this card's attack. So this is a nice like finisher if I have him in play, and then I chain attack into Pan, give him double strike and 5k. He's going to be a 20k, and then when this card attacks, if your leader card is a Red Saiyan, this card gets plus 5k as well. So with the Pan boost, and because of his power, can't counter, 25k double strike. He's another nice finisher for the game. 3 Fearless Pan. I felt like that was a good number, no more nor less. Blocker, barrier, all the good things that you want in this deck. Next 4 Foreseeing Hit. Definitely one of the MVPs of the game. Like this card is just so good. It helps out in many situations. So if you feel like you want to drop this on turn 4, and then maybe awaken Vegeta, so you have 2 on tap, that's very good. If he happens to survive, you have this little spice here too. Evolve him for 2, you get 2 prizes. And then the ultimate spice of that day was Gotenks, which I was only able to play once, but it's just hilarious because I remember playing this card in set 1, and it was just so goofy, especially with like Babidi and everything. Not gonna evolve or anything like that, but permanent. If you have 4 or less cards in your hand, this card and all of your Gotenks tokens gain double strike. When you play this card, play 3 Gotenks tokens with 15k power. So again, like I mentioned earlier with the U7 Frieza, I dropped this. I wasted my hand so that they would take I think battle and take the prizes down to 2, and then I dropped Gotenks, where I had 4 cards in my hand, 3 coins, 15k that had double strike, and then him 20k with double strike, and then my leader swinging. Like, it was just a lot of pressure on them, and then I was able to outpace and outbeat my opponent. And then last 2 are the Overwhelm cards, 2 Mira. This card's amazing. I think like every like aggro deck needs like at least 1 Mira, because it could just finish games. So powerful. I use this against Hirudegarn. This is also another card that I could have used against Hercule by wasting all of the cards in their hand, giving him double strike with Iskai. But this card's so good. Yeah, it's just gonna be in all of my lists that are like very aggro, because it's just like it's crazy. I mean, just being able to use a warp anytime is just insane. So yeah, that's my Baby Vegeta list. Hope you guys like it. It's gonna definitely change once the new cards come out. I might even try it just with the Baby Engine, see what's good. I'll probably take out like the Gotenks. I'll probably take out the Saiyan Kabas. Maybe the Vow Revenge if I feel like there's a lot of barrier stuff. But definitely keep the core, which is Revenge Death Balls. The After Image technique's really good. Chain Attack Trunks, stuff like that. Foreseeing Hit probably. And the Gohan. So there's a lot of good cards that just I think will still carry on and transfer to the next sets. So if you guys are planning on building a Baby Vegeta deck, it's awesome. It's probably one of my more fun decks, but also it's very competitive as well. So hope you guys like it. Rate, comment, subscribe. I might actually give out the deck box through like a Facebook comment or something like that. So if I end up doing that, feel free, and I'll just ship it to you guys, wherever you guys live. So thank you guys again for all your support. As you guys know, Rockleeac, my channel. I'll be doing more deck profiles, interviews, event vlogs, and all that stuff for the upcoming year. And thank you guys again, and maybe this channel will grow to 1,000. Who knows? Who knows, guys? Thank you again. See y'all later on the next video. Peace out.